Tough times don't last. Tough people do. I remember first hearing this quote from strength and conditioning coach Cliff Marshall when we worked together back at Ignition in Blue Ash, Ohio. And at that point in time when I heard it, it wasn't just a saying. It matched the mindset that he coached, the ability to push through, to get back up, and to keep moving forward. Tough times don't last, tough people do has been a phraseology that has stuck with me ever since I first heard it from Cliff. And to be honest, I think it applies in any aspect of anybody's life. This episode is brought to you by JB Davis at Performance Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. For integrity, service, and unbeatable deals, ask for JB in Centerville and tell them the Recovery Couch sent you. What's up, my friends? Welcome back to the Recovery Couch, where we talk about healing, hope, and the gritty, grimy, grace-filled path of transformation. I'm your host, Brandon Couch, and you're listening to episode 2 of our new mini-series, Tough Times Don't Last, Tough People Do. Today's episode is called Built in the Fire. I just want to remind you that this episode is brought to you by True Story Media, the creative team behind this podcast. If you're ready to tell your story, whether through a book or a podcast or a platform that speaks truth, we are here to help. Visit us at www.recoverycouch.com and we would love to help you get started. So back to the episode, Built in the Fire. There's a phrase I've come to believe with everything in my being, and that is some things can only be built in the fire. Strength, resilience, faith, character, to name a few. You don't get these things in comfort. You get them in the heat. You get them in pressure. You get them in the seasons where everything feels like it's burning down and you don't know what's going to survive. I used to think the fire was punishment. Now I understand the fire was preparation. When I was going through addiction, loss, and self-destruction, I felt like everything good in me was being scorched, burnt to an oblivion. I didn't realize that what was really happening was a refining process. The fire burned away the lies I believed about myself. It exposed what I was clinging to that couldn't save me. It revealed the foundation of who I truly was, and it revealed who I could truly become. Scripture tells us God is like a refiner's fire, not because he wants to destroy us, but because he wants to purify us, to burn off what's not from him and leave behind what is. And let me be real with you for a minute. This process hurts. It's painful. It feels just like it sounds. The fire is not a feel-good place, but it is a sacred place. So if you're walking through a tough season right now, I want you to know it's not meaningless, it's not wasted, and you're being built in a fire for a reason. Toughness isn't just surviving, it's learning to trust that what's on the other side of this process is a person who is stronger than before, wiser than before, and more grounded than before. So don't fear the flames. As a matter of fact, don't fear nothing. Let the flames do their work, because you're not being destroyed, even though it may feel like it, but you're being forged. You're being forged by the fire. I want to thank you for being with me here today on the Recovery Couch. And I feel like it's important to tell you that I used to run from the fire. Now I realize it's where the foundation is formed. Tough times will pass, the fire will pass, but what you learn in the fire, it'll stay with you forever. Love for you to join me next episode, episode 3. Bounce back isn't a straight line. We'll talk about the real rhythm of recovery, the setbacks, the stumbles, and why getting back up is what truly makes you strong. Until then, stay in the fight, let the fire make you, and never, ever let anything break you. This episode of the Recovery Couch is brought to you by Greg Swartz at RE/MAX Victory and Affiliates. Whether you're buying or selling your home, Greg brings heart, hustle, and honesty to every deal. Call Greg at 937-477-8975 today. Tough times don't last. Tough people do. Toughness isn't just physical, it's mental, emotional, and spiritual. It's the strength to try, fail, and try again, even when no one else believes in you. Other people's opinions don't define your strength. Your courage does. The courage to step into the fire, get knocked down, and still choose to rise. That is what makes you tough. That's what builds resilience. And that's why tough people outlast tough times. I love having you on this episode, and I want to remind you that you always have a seat right here on the recovery couch.